Hi, I'm Monica Bay, Editor-in-Chief of Law Technology News, and I'm here today with Greg McCaffrey. Am I pronouncing that right?
You have it perfectly right.
And you're Bloomberg B&A now.
That's right.
Yeah, what happened to Bloomberg Law?
Bloomberg Law is doing great.
Oh, you're still using both IDs?
That's right. Well, as a product.
Okay.
Bloomberg Law is the all titles product
Okay.
from Bloomberg B&A.
Okay.
So as you'll recall, the acquisition of B&A by Bloomberg occurred just about 2 years ago.
Yes.
And in that time, we loaded all of that content, 80 years of content from B&A, onto the Bloomberg Law platform, which is a really cutting-edge, web-based platform for legal research and business intelligence. And we didn't just load the content, we integrated it. Because the whole vision of Bloomberg Law was not to have siloed data, to actually be able to let a researcher go from a Bloomberg News story about a company, a firm, link over to a profile of a person, lead you into a docket, possibly into a patents database, without ever having to leave that application. So we are now merged as one with Bloomberg Law as our flagship product of Bloomberg B&A. So little B&A finally has a full-service legal research product. It was never, but after 80 years, it is such a proud heritage, and to have the data analytics and technology prowess of Bloomberg meshed in with B&A now is a dream.
You know, it's interesting because of the Big Four, and I would actually call it the Big Five if you count us, ALM. A lot of people seem to be doing that strategy. In fact, I just did a story about the new president of Thomson Reuters Legal, and they're doing some integration. Susan Martin, Susan Taylor Martin, wonderful gal. You're gonna, if you haven't met her, you're gonna love her. From your vantage points, how does this trend that, unless I'm wrong, Aid, if you think I'm right, because I know we're trying to do similar things as well at ALM, how are all of us trying to better serve our audiences, and what are the key pain points that you guys see that obviously we're all trying to help? What trends are you seeing, particularly in big law?
I think in big law, one of the biggest trends is moving from findability, discoverability, to relatedness. It's not enough just to be able to dig through troves of data and retrieve a document that might be of interest. The job is to get the job done, to actually answer the question. And the way that happens is through relatedness. So if you're going to start with a matter of litigation in a docket, and if that links you over to other case law, you should be able to link directly to it. You should be able to read secondary content on that topic. You should be able to read related news stories about that topic and be able to do it in one session without having to navigate different username and passwords, different silos. So I think that relatability is now more important than just findability.
I'm wondering out loud whether what I see as one of the biggest trends of the last 2 years has been some folks call it BYOD, bring your own device. Others look at it as sort of a broader mobile plus the cloud. This seems to be changing everything for everybody. How much do you see mobile and the cloud altering the way that law is practiced these days?
I think the leading edge practitioners are already ahead of us. They're demanding their own devices in the workplace. They want their own applications on it. And they are basically challenging us and saying, look, I want to be able to do my work on an iPad or just on a smartphone, and I challenge you to bring the law to me, to bring your wares to me. And we're up to that challenge. I think all of us in this space largely are up to it. It means they're using us more. They're relying on us more, and not just when they're at a desktop. And that's a great thing, because when your users are addicted to your content and you're making it easy for them to use it across any device, you're going to get a satisfied customer.
And I think the new generation that's coming behind the baby boomers like me, you know, we used to talk a lot about how do we preserve our work time and our playtime or our family time, and now, as one person put it, it's just a blur. I think the generation doesn't make these sharp definitions anymore, and they want to access it whether it's 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon.
That's correct.
What's the biggest challenge you face in terms of addressing that?
I think it's how you build the product, how you tag your data. Are you going to incur tremendous expense because you're serving that same data over so many devices? What kind of XML are you going to go to? I think there are a lot of business decisions for vendors in this space to make. But what is not up for debate is what the customer wants.
Yeah.
They want the information at a point in time when they want it. They want it on the devices of their choosing. And we have to give them what they need.
And one last question, because you've been very gracious with your time.
Sure.
What about the small and medium-sized firms? Are there any unique issues that you hear from them that they're facing that their larger cohorts are not? And also corporate counsel, are you seeing any trends within corporate counsel?
Sure. I know of some medium-sized firms that are Bloomberg Law users who are ahead of the curve, way ahead of Big Law, in terms of deciding what devices they're going to use, their mobile strategy within the firm, their own work ethic, especially the younger attorneys in these firms, where these will be I should be able to do my personal email in the middle of the day, because I'm basically wired in 24/7.
Exactly.
So allow me that freedom and I will give you the productivity that you need. On the corporate counsel side, half of their job right now is to rein in costs, right? So they are looking for services that they can use and also making recommendations to their outside counsel on what vendors to use. And that's somewhat new that I haven't seen before. They're almost making demands on their outside counsel of, we're only willing to pay for this, so we suggest you use the following services.
Well, Greg, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Can I turn the tables
Absolutely.
on you and answer questions?
Absolutely.
A little birdie told me this is your 16th year.
Yes.
Is this true? Consecutive year.
And it's my 16th straight legal tech. But I think I went when I was at the Recorder in San Francisco a couple of times.
So you've been going closer to 20.
I am. Actually, this week is my 29th anniversary at ALM.
Wow.
So
congratulations.
Long time. I'm getting old. I'm definitely a baby boomer.
Well, congratulations.
Greg McCaffrey, thank you for being such
Pleasure.
a great, and congratulations on Bloomberg BNA. I know it's not new anymore, but it's very exciting to watch what you're doing.
We're having a lot of fun.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm Monica Bay, and we'll see you on the next edition of LTN Videos.